Welcome back, viewers. Today we delve into the life and legacy of America's first president, George Washington. But before that, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you get the notification of future videos, as we are making a web series on life and tenure of all American presidents. Don't miss out. Episode 1. George Washington. The annals of American history. One figure stands above all as a symbol of leadership, sacrifice, and the birth of a nation. He played a pivotal role in the early history of the United States and is often referred to as the father of his country. George Washington was born on February 22, 1732, in Westmoreland County, Virginia, to Augustine Washington and Mary Ball Washington. He came from a prosperous Virginia plantation-owning family. Washington's formal education was limited, and he was largely self-taught. He learned surveying and eventually became a land surveyor in his late teens. In 1752, Washington's older half-brother, Lawrence, died, and George inherited Mount Vernon, a family estate. He also served as a major in the Virginia militia and fought in the French and Indian War. His leadership during the war led to his promotion to colonel, and he gained valuable military experience. However, he also experienced setbacks and defeats, most notably during the Battle of Fort Necessity in 1754. In 1759, he married Martha Dandridge Custis, a wealthy widow, and they lived at Mount Vernon. Washington became a stepfather to Martha's 2 children, and the couple never had children of their own. Washington became a leading figure in the resistance against British rule. In 1774, he served as a delegate to the First Continental Congress. In 1775, he was appointed as the Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army at the start of the American Revolution. He commanded American forces throughout the war and led them to victory in key battles, such as the Siege of Boston, the Battle of Saratoga, and the decisive Battle of Yorktown in 1781. After the war, Washington became concerned about the weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation and the disunity among the states. He presided over the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia in 1787 and played a crucial role in the drafting of the United States Constitution. George Washington was unanimously elected as the first president of the United States in 1789. He was inaugurated in New York City on April 30, 1789. His presidency established important precedents, including the title Mr. President, the 2-term limit, and the tradition of delivering a farewell address. As president, Washington focused on building the foundations of the federal government, appointing key figures like Alexander Hamilton as Secretary of the Treasury and Thomas Jefferson as Secretary of State. He worked to address the nation's financial problems, establish a national bank, and maintain the country's neutrality in international conflicts, such as the wars between France and Britain. After serving 2 terms as president, Washington retired to Mount Vernon in 1797. He declined to seek a 3rd term and set the precedent for peaceful transitions of power. In 1798, during the Quasi-War with France, Washington was called back to serve as the Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Army. George Washington passed away at Mount Vernon on December 14, 1799. His legacy endures as a founding father, a symbol of American independence, and the nation's first president. George Washington's life and leadership had a profound impact on the United States. His dedication to the cause of American independence and his role in the founding of the nation was incredible. In the hearts of Americans, George Washington remains a revered figure, embodying the values and ideals upon which the United States was built. His leadership, integrity, and dedication to his country continue to inspire us today. That's all for today's video. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe and hit the bell icon. See you in the next video, in which we'll talk about the life and tenure of America's second president, John Adams.